Hi, welcome to this course on digital marketing basics. I believe that the most common words in the sphere of marketing nowadays is digital marketing. And this particular course is going to help you become a master of digital marketing. First of all, let us have a look at one of the most common icons which today change the way we look at the world. It also changes the way we consume or we buy products. These nine icons are just a basic of the digital marketing world that we are surrounded by. This particular course is going to help you master the social and digital media. To master the social and digital media, it is really important that we first understand why is digital marketing such a big thing now in advertising or in any industry. The reason is that now marketing has become extremely consumer centric. Now the consumer decides what he wants to look at, what he wants to buy, what he wants to read online. And that is the reason why digital marketing has become such a powerful tool, because digital marketing now helps you target one on one. It helps you target on basis of various indices like age, location, gender, seniority, income, you name it, and you have that parameter for targeting a particular kind of audience. And therefore, digital marketing has evolved as one of the strongest tools of advertising in this particular digital age. Let us first start by understanding why or how has the need for digital marketing become so large, especially in India. When you have a look at this particular chart, you can look at the internet penetration by region. Even though South Asia seems to have a low to medium penetration of 33%, India has a very high penetration. Facebook's second largest market today is India, with 213 million users in India who use Facebook regularly, therefore making India the second largest market for Facebook. Going ahead, let us understand where does India stand with respect to the world when we talk about the digital penetration or the strength of digital marketing. In the US, the average usage per day for any average person is 132 minutes. This is the usage of internet per day. Comparatively, in India, it is way higher at 198 minutes a day. This means that on an average Indian spends about 200 minutes in a day on the internet, which also means that the largest exposure that has for any consumer in India today, it is going to be digital exposure. Out of this 198 minutes, studies suggest that one third of this time is spent on apps. Now, if you remember, we started by discussing those icons or those apps which make digital marketing such a powerful tool. So, 66 minutes or approximately an hour a day, an average Indian spends on these apps. And this shows the immense potential on which you can base your business in such a manner that the consumer is exposed to your business approximately for an hour a day. Also, an average Indian checks his or her phone for 77 to 100 times a day, which means that it gives you about 100 windows or 100 openings in a day to give push notifications or advertisements to your average consumer, which also suggests that a consumer spends 40 to 45 hours a month online, out of which one third is spent on the apps. So you can see that the consumer is ready, standing on the helm for digital marketing to come and approach the consumer and provide them with whatever they need, want, or desire. Now it lies up to you on how you use this immense potential which lies ahead of you. Now, if we want to find out what is the behavior of India online, you would be surprised by the data that 13.5% of world's internet users are in India, which means if there are 100 people who use internet in the world, 13.5 of them are from India. This shows the rate or exactly the amount or number of people in India who use the internet. The number of internet users has risen from 170 million in 2013 to 330 million in 2016, which is approximately a double growth within 3 years. This number is expected to touch 650 million in 2021, which is not even 4 years from now. This means that the number of internet users in India will be greater than the population of the G7 countries. The estimated population of the G7 countries is expected to be 600 million by 2021, which means that only the users or internet users in India are going to be more than the population of 7 countries together. Now you can see what kind of potential lies ahead of you and what is the size of the market which your digital marketing campaigns can target. Moreover, why do we want to master digital marketing in India, or why do people say that digital marketing has immense scope in India? The reason is that the strength of these social media apps or platforms are immense in India. The highest number of users use Facebook and YouTube, followed by Twitter, and the third most used app is Instagram. Also, studies suggest that 93% of Indians use at least one social media platform, which means that if you have 100 people living in India, 93 of them would be on at least one social media platform out of the four which I have mentioned. That is Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram, which says that if you effectively target all of these platforms, you will be able to target 93% of Indians in the country, which means that the most effective and the cheapest way of targeting the most number of people will definitely be digital marketing. So, again, you have another reason to learn the digital marketing certification. Moreover, if we have a deeper look at the statistics, in India, maximum number of people, that is 77% of people, use smartphone, which means that if there are 100 people who access the internet every day, 77 of them access it through a smartphone, 10 of them access it through a PC, desktop, or a laptop, 6% or 6 of them access it through a smart TV, and 7 of them access it through a tablet. This shows that mobile marketing also is immensely important for digital marketing in India. Within the consumers of India, 1.9 men are online for every Indian woman on the internet, which means that if you have one woman on the internet or a one woman internet user, there will be at least 2 men who will be using the internet. This also talks about the consumer profile and helps in targeting the kind of consumer that you want to have your messages broadcasted to. In addition, 65% of the internet users are from the urban areas, while 35% are from the rural areas. This again helps us target the consumers demographically, which is based on their location, geography, and socioeconomic level. Apart from that, statistics say that 40 million Indians are online every day. That means that you have immense number of people checking immense number of times all these social media apps. Also, 58,000 new connections to social network are recorded each day from India, which talks about how your market or your size of market is growing each and every day by 58,000. Even if you're able to target 10% of this, that will be a huge target for your business and a huge rise. Once we get to know about these demographic and geographic details, we need to know the consumer. A recent report by one of the top consulting companies suggests that consumers come online to do one of these 8 activities. The first one is seeing, where they want to read the news, watch videos, or listen to music, and want to consume different types of media. The second one is searching, when they are trying to search or look up any topic, any issue, or any news, or probably cooking recipes, health tips, any ideas, or any home decor ideas as well. The third thing which any consumer wants to do online is shop. I think this is very common, and all of us have shopped online, wherein we either purchase goods or services or any other offering through e-commerce. Apart from that, there are also a chunk of consumers who come online to save because they want to try out personal finances like online banking, e-banking, wherein trading and financing happens online. Also, there are consumers who want to select, that is, they want to make life decisions such as buying a house, finding a partner, or booking a restaurant, and for which they come online. There's also a great chunk of consumers who come online just to socialize, either through email or social media platforms. Apart from that, there's a small chunk of consumers who come online to study, either through online courses or websites which offer certification courses like the one you're reading or listening to now. Apart from that, the last activity is selling, wherein a particular consumer becomes a producer at a point of stage and wants to sell his or her goods and services online. This is where your digital marketing prowess comes into picture. So, INR 7,000 crore plus is being spent per year on online advertising in India, making India one of the largest markets for online advertising. It is also suggested in statistics that over 45 billion US dollars, which is approximately 40% of FMCG product consumption, will be influenced by digital media by 2020. Now that you know all these statistics about the number of users, number of customers who come online each day, amount of spent on advertising, and also on the internet penetration, what is your plan? How do you want to grow your business or your service or your offering to tap this immense potential of digital media? This is where you have a plan. We provide a certification with over 20 hours of material which will help you cover all the major aspects of digital marketing. There will be live demo of application of real examples, and there will be doubt resolution to make sure that the plan and the certification course is comprehensive. Moreover, let us have a look at the career growth that you can expect. Now, as you might have heard, there are various verticals within digital marketing as well. If I pick out the most commonly heard vertical, which is SEO, that is search engine optimization, a typical career path looks like this. You first start at the entry level as a digital marketing executive. Gaining expertise in SEO, you grow to become an SEO executive. Moving on, you become a managerial position holder, which is an SEO manager. Once you have greater expertise and more projects that you've done, you become the vertical head to become the head of SEM. And at last, you become the head of digital, which handles the whole digital vertical in an organization. Apart from SEO, there are multiple verticals which you can focus on and which you can become a professional in. One of it is the online or display advertisement executive. The other one is the social media executive, wherein you handle just the social media channels for the company. The next one is a copywriter, wherein you manage and you write and create content for all the social media campaigns as well as digital marketing. The next one is a digital marketing manager who handles multiple roles and wears multiple hats depending on the situation. The next one is the SEO executive, the one which we just discussed. The next one is PPC executive, which basically is in charge of how the finances are running based on your social media and digital marketing campaigns. And the last one is the affiliate executive, where you manage the partnerships and the affiliates for your online campaign. So your typical career growth happens through a 4 to 5 tier hierarchy, wherein you grow as and when you learn more tricks of the trade. At the end of it, you become the head of digital when you are able to manage multiple verticals together. You might as well become the head of one particular vertical like online display advertisement or the affiliates online partnership, depending on what particular field interests you the most. Now, let us talk about the most important part, the compensation. So, as this particular chart shows, 90% of people have a very good compensation, especially in digital marketing. But let us talk about the average. The average yearly income of a mid career digital marketing manager in a tier 1 city like Bangalore is approximately 7 lakh, as you can see in this particular chart. Definitely, higher the skill that you have, higher would be the pay. Most important in digital marketing is not the measurement of skill. It is about what results you can produce. Hence, this particular course will focus on giving you targeted and guaranteed results. So, let us have a look at what is in store for you in this particular course. First of all, we are going to start with 4 hacks. These hacks will help you realize the power of this course practically. We are going to apply 4 hacks and going to see instant results and instant power of digital marketing. This is going to make sure that you are satisfied and you strongly believe in the power of digital marketing. The next step is defining the buyer persona. In order to understand what do you want to say or what kind of content you want to communicate in your digital marketing campaign, it is important that you know whom are you talking to, who is your consumer, what is his need, what is his characteristic, and that is why we will start with first defining the buyer persona. After that, we are going to create a USP for your offering. This USP is going to prove your worth or prove the worth of your offering to the consumer. Basically, it will talk about why would somebody buy your offering? What is so special about it? In the next section, we are going to help you design effective surveys. Please understand that to offer what a consumer needs, you need to know yourself what the consumer needs the most. For that, an effective survey building is very important. The right survey will help you understand what the consumer needs, wants, and desires. After you have designed the effective survey, we'll also help you get good organic 100 plus responses to make sure that your responses and analysis are a good representative of your consumer base. The next section is going to help you analyze the surveys because the real power of a survey lies in its analysis. So, we are going to utilize the powerful surveys with real analysis to come up with improvements or characteristics that we need to add to our business to be able to sell it better online. The next part is one of the most traditional yet most effective method, which is email marketing. We're going to first help you understand how can you build your mailing list, how can you sync MailChimp, how can you email signups and Google Analytics, and what metrics should be used to track your email marketing performance. Because it's very important that you build a solid and strong email marketing list. The next one is one of my favorite sections, which is the SEO. This is probably the most talked about sections in digital marketing. In this, we're going to talk about the metrics which you need to monitor. We're going to understand how can you build thousands of keyword ideas to make sure that your result is always at the top whenever somebody is searching for a related product or offering. We're also going to discuss how to maximize the value of Google Keyword Planner. We're going to help you rank your business in SEO, and we are going to understand how can you create such a content with such powerful keywords that you gain autopilot shares, which means once you launch or once you publish any content, it is shared on autopilot by multiple people across various social media platforms. Lastly, we are going to focus on Facebook marketing. We're going to start with the basics, wherein we learn about how to build your own page, how to get the first 100 organic likes, which means no paid likes, how to use the FB button to your advantage. We're going to understand the SEO of Facebook, which is its internal own SEO, which is called EdgeRank, and what are the components in it. Because EdgeRank is going to help make sure that you get autopilot shares. And lastly, we're going to discuss the metrics for Facebook marketing, which will help you gauge how good or bad you're doing on Facebook. At last, we're going to discuss live cases and examples of applying all the particular hacks or tools that we have discussed. And we're going to see some real results on a particular page that I started from scratch. So you will be able to see how each of these tools has given results and how this can help you grow your business. So I really look forward to seeing you all in this particular course and get on to a journey of mastering the digital marketing world. See you guys in the course.